Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Bread Mower,
and this is
IFXtra.
So, how is everyone this week? We've got very dark nights here now. We've just had bonfire night with lots of fireworks. So it's kind of a countdown to Christmas now, I think, isn't it?
TV would have you believe so. Halloween happened, and then Guy Fawkes Night, Bonfire Night happened after that. And so now everything is Christmas on TV. John Lewis advert dropped the other day, so everyone's going mad for that.
Kevin the Carrot's back.
Yeah. Is that Aldi?
Yeah, Aldi.
Anyway, it all goes on.
Anyway, what have you managed to be doing this week?
Okay, in terms of interference, stuff that's happened this week is, and this is going to be a recurring thing, I've been doing some experiments with the next version of the game. Yeah, I'm just sort of trying to figure out how some bits should work and things. So I'm just sort of tinkering around with bits. So this is going to be I'm going to say this a lot for the next few weeks. Like, I've just been tinkering around with this, been tinkering around with that, and it will gradually kind of all firm up into something, and hopefully it'll be cool, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of all been like behind the scenes stuff, really. Sorry, I know it's a bit boring. I haven't done this iOS build. I need to do that. I was gonna do it today, but well, we'll see. Maybe I'll do it later on. It'll be fine. But yes, iOS build imminent. The problem is this bug in the iOS developer tools, where every time, because I need to test it on a physical handset before we actually upload it to the store, but because of Apple's dev tools, every time we want to do that, we have to factory reset the handset that we want to deploy it onto, and it's a giant pain. The entire process is a giant pain. So I'll be honest with you, I'm stalling. I need to just get it done. I'll get it done. I'll get it done. Aside from that, I've just been doing bits of client work, which, as ever, is kind of boring for you, but it does mean that we get some money in, so we can keep doing this stuff. So that's a thing. Cool. Oh, actually, no, there is an interesting thing I need to talk about. Now, I've just floated this on Discord, and haven't had many responses yet, but I'll raise it here as well, because I think it's quite potentially could be an important thing. So when you register for an interference account, when you first start playing, you can sign in either with email, and then in future you log in using your email address and password, or you can sign in with a social account. So we support things like Twitter, Facebook, Microsoft accounts, Google accounts, Apple IDs, all this kind of stuff. Because I've always been very against us storing any of your data, because we don't want your data. It's like,
we don't need it for anything, do we?
We haven't requested email addresses from people who've signed in with social accounts. Now, you've always been able to voluntarily go to the settings page in the app or the website and give us your email address, and then you can log in with that. But we've never. It's not that we've never forced it. We've never even had like a little pop-up going, oh, hey, maybe you should give us your email address, just in case. Obviously I bring this up now because, Twitter is a thing that's happening, or, potentially not happening. Who knows?
Potentially crumbling away.
So Twitter and Facebook are kind of imploding a bit at the moment. And the concern is anyone who's signing into interference using Twitter or Facebook, if perchance they either stop or they decide to stop offering their login service, which is maybe more likely, people are going to be stuck unless they've added either an alternate way to sign in or they've given us their email address. So I'm starting to think maybe actually we need to be taking email addresses from people so they have a backup way to log in. So one, I'd be really interested to hear what people think about that. Two, if you are signing in with Twitter or Facebook or whatever else, yes, probably a good idea to add your email address. I mean, obviously, privacy policies on the website and all this kind of stuff. But we don't sell you stuff. We just sort of stash it somewhere. We use it if you log in. That's it. We don't send spam.
We don't email you or anything like that.
Well, you can opt in to you can opt in to get your notifications by email, and then it's I mean, I made it, so I'd like to think it's kind of ethical. Like, if you stop playing the game, we email you your notifications for a few weeks, and then you start getting a note on the bottom saying, "Hey, you've not played in a while, so we're going to stop emailing you in a bit because we don't want to be spamming you," and then it automatically stops. So that's how we roll. So I'd suggest that you do that.
Okay.
And
Sounds what you
so
think.
we'll see what happens. Yeah. And related to this, because I know people might start asking, Mastodon, which people are moving to from Twitter, we'll support that for sign in, although it's going to be a next version of the game thing, because I can't really justify implementing it into this. So it's coming. It'll just be a short while. Also, for technical reasons, aka me being short-sighted, we can't add it as a social link on your profiles because of the way your usernames work on Mastodon. Most places you have a username that, like, your part is just one bit. For example, I'm like twitter.com/breadmower, youtube.com/breadmower. So we always assumed, foolishly, by we, I mean me, it's all my fault, that usernames would just be one bit. Mastodon, you have a server and a username that you need to have. The way I made the system doesn't like it, and it gets upset. So I did test it out the other day, it just doesn't work. And then because we need to update apps and things, I can't sort of put it in and have it not work everywhere. So again, it'll come next version. Right.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, let's go and see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to It's Zizou for Heron on the head of a rusty, broken robot at sunset. This looks like the end credits of a very bad disaster movie about the end of civilization. I love it. Well done, It's Zizou.
My favourite description this week was Black Crow with top hat and judging stare by Helvetica Punk 48160. Not sure if judging or walked into really bright room. Yeah, once they'd mentioned the stare, I couldn't get the meme out of my head. Nice work, Helvetica Punk 48160.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Cookie Crumble for Cat versus Yarn Ball. Now, this was in an IRL game, so Cookie Crumble actually drew this in real life, and that's amazing. It is so cute. Well done, Cookie. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Now we're going to see what we were doing last week in the forum. So last week, with it being a new month, we had a game. It was called the Desert Island Game, and you had to come up with something that would be useful if we were all abandoned on a desert island for a while. So things that might help us survive. So I said I'd bring along Kenneth Branagh because he could entertain us with his Shakespeare quotes and such like.
And
his star gossip.
I thought this entertained me, because I mean I felt that you were sort of like setting the benchmark there. I mean, Mayor McClown was kind of on board with that, saying a giant slingshot to sling ourselves back to civilization, physics, and possibly kill pigs with. I see that. I remember that in Angry Birds. Everyone else kind of went really sensible with
Properly
it.
serious.
NRSKD said a great supply of those filters for salted or contaminated water. As I understand, salt water can be fatal, and being hydrated is vital.
That's true.
This is very true. I mean, I remember used to get sort of like disinfectant, desalination, purification tablets. That's what I'm talking about. But now people have invented like filters like built into straws. So basically, you just like get whatever muck water, stick this straw in it, drink it through the straw, and it filters it in real time. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And Tansy said a lifelong supply of sunblock. Sunburn isn't cool and can actually kill you.
Very true. Yeah.
Very good.
Very practical.
Dakesh said seeds grow more food once we've depleted our provisions. Maybe corn and beans will be quick to grow and nutritious.
See, I'm thinking, actually, maybe what you should take away from this, if you've got Kenneth Branagh on this island, maybe everyone's like, well, hey, we should be in here for the long haul. So making food.
Yeah, I see.
Loco Louis went into a bit of detail on that, which is quite interesting. So Dakesh mentioned corn and beans. Loco Louis saying these are 2 or 3 sisters that were integral to indigenous North American agriculture. The other one would be squash.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like pumpkins and things.
The Mesoamerican milpa system may be suitable for a tropical or desert island climate. But also in terms of taking a thing, this is a good suggestion, practical as well, a good survival knife.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, okay, what are you going to do with a survival knife? You're going to cut things and so, but you can do loads of stuff with them, like cutting food and wood, hunting, starting a fire, because you can sort of like do your kindling with it,
Okay.
and
then reflect the sunlight onto
exactly, digging, self-defense. I mean, hey, we'd all get along,
Yeah,
but
we all get along.
you never know if there's some like other
rogue elements.
big scary beasts going on or something. Maybe it's like Lost or something. First aid, very true. Or was there a fly? Sorry. Building shelters, sending signals by reflecting sunlight. I mean, that's quite a clever thing. You see a plane going past, you just sort of get your knife and just like reflect light up at it. Yeah. Writing, like carve it, making driftwood art, chill out on the beach.
You'd never be bored, would you, with a knife?
Multifunctional tool.
Very good.
So,
Brilliant.
You don't think, do you?
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to go and see what we'll be talking about next week in the forums. Have you ever taken an old item of furniture or machinery or anything and done it up so it has a new lease of life? I rescued an old card catalogue from a library basement and cleaned it up and polished all the tarnished brass handles, and it has pride of place in our lounge now. It has 72 very handy drawers.
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list. Okay, now don't forget, tomorrow night is quiz night, Zeitgeist. It's 5 rounds, 5 different topics. Yeah, if you've not seen this before, every Sunday night at 7 p.m. UK time over on twitch.tv/interference, we run Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week. It's a live interactive quiz stream where you play along against the rest of the audience, competing for points and places on the leaderboard. Each round's based on one of the week's drawings of interference. Bunnery picks 5 of her favourite drawings and then uses them as inspiration for the different rounds. So if we had a drawing of a seagull, might have a round on seabirds, seaside resorts, things with wings, things that steal your chips. And we have to guess what they are. I say we have to guess. Yeah, I don't know anything. I just show up. Bunnery's done all of this. I haven't seen any of it ahead of time. I just guess along with the rest of you. It's good fun. So we won't know what the topics are until the night, but go on, teasers with the featured artists. Well, this week I'm featuring art by Gaz Zamui, Lynn Lout, Symmetrical 9%, and Maga Kabua. Oh, okay. A new name on there, and a few of the regulars. Absolutely, okay, nice. All right. Well, if you want to see what the actual drawings are, you have to join us tomorrow at 7 p.m. UK. Guess who won last week? Go on, what happened last time? Last week, Darth won with 223, followed by El Guapo, second with 213, and then Ginny Pond was third with 202. Now, this was pretty tight, wasn't it? Because I think was El Guapo changing around, didn't it? Yeah, was El Guapo in the lead? Oh, yeah, halfway through. Yeah. El Guapo was in the lead, but and then Darth managed to sort of just get in front. Okay. So that was Sunday. Yeah. On Thursday, we have Zeitgeist 20, which is 20 questions on just one topic, and we tell you what it is. And last week it was famous houses. Yeah, that sounded sort of really specific, and I'm thinking like, well, I don't really know. I don't think I know that many famous houses. But so there was stuff like, where did this famous character live? Like the Munsters. Exactly. Where did Sherlock Holmes live? That kind of stuff. So that was just famous addresses. All the way. Famous addresses and things. Yeah. Who lives at 10 Downing Street? Yeah. Well, I mean, who knows? Who knows? We don't know. It changes every week. I just say Larry the Cat. And yes. That's it. Yeah. Okay. So famous houses. How did people do with that? Well, Hatman won that one. His first win on 192, followed by El Guapo, who was 183, and then Bus Stop TV was third with 170. That's quite cool. Nice. So they were pretty close. And Hatman almost getting the perfect round there. 200 would have been perfect. Yeah, so 192 got one question wrong, but they got 2 bonus points. That's right. Nice. Okay. So that was Thursday gone. What's happening next time? Next Thursday, the topic is awards. Topical. But I won't be here. Yes. You have to find someone else to do it. Yeah. Bunnery is off at an awards evening because you're up for an award for your day job, aren't you? What was it like? Well-being person of the year at your sort of care home group that your day job at. So awards. Okay, I see what you did there. Yeah, I thought I might leave something behind for somebody to read out. Yeah. So I'll be here. With somebody or possibly on my own. I don't know. I'll have to see who's about and if we can talk someone into coming up here and helping out with it. Otherwise, it might be Little Bunny. Yeah. We'll figure something out. Anyway, okay. I'll be here. It'll be a laugh.
Okay.
But we'll have one of those fun times where the person who actually knows the details of the answers and the normal explanatory stuff won't be here. So yeah, it'll be like the times when there's
You just have to
two
muddle
of us here, and we're like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So that'll be Thursday, 7 p.m. UK on twitch.tv/interference.
Cool. Okay, that's it for now. So just goes to say.
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved. You can play on the web at playinterference.com or search for Interference in your app store. Download the app for your device. You can also get social with us. We're on Twitter at PlayIFX, Facebook at PlayInterference, and patreon.com/interference if you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, building new stuff like new game modes, all of this big, game overhaul, this website and app updates, all of these cool things that we want to do for you. Also running the quiz and all of this, paying server bills, feeding cats. We really appreciate your support. In return, you'll get access to some cool stuff in Interference like replays and new game modes like Art Stars and Recall. And if you're a quiz player, you get a custom entrance shout out from Ava.
Cool. Okay, that's it for now. We'll see you again next week.
Yep, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.